Welcome back to Scope. I am Scoper Silas Atefo. Thank you for watching my last video on the grassroots movement organization of Scope. For those of you who have all watched the video and have sent me questions or send me text messages asking for some questions, I've actually attempted answers to your questions, and most of you, for the most part, have been satisfied. But for those who are out there who haven't had the chance to speak to me one-on-one or to speak to any other scoper, I would like to make this video to give you all clarifications on some of the questions that others who reach out to me have been asking. I want to thank those of you in your dozens and scores who have also taken the opportunity to become members or would-be members of Scope. Now, some of the questions that were asked, like for instance, a lot of questions that were asked was, is Scope a replacement of the IG? Does Scope have a hidden agenda to somehow take over the interim government of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia? There is a straight answer to that question, and that very straight answer is a no. Scope has no intention of governance. Scope is not a government, and Scope does not intend to govern the people of Ambazonia. Scope is only there to mobilize the people around initiatives that promote their well-being and living. And the best way to do this is through everyone participating in the actions that directly affect their lives. So how best can we do this? By rather than coming together in some kind of synergy, synergizing our problems so that we can effectively solve them. That is the whole agenda of Scope. Bringing common problems and liaising with one another to find immediate solutions to those problems. Government business is government business, and the government is there to take care of all of us, Scope included. Now, others have asked me if Scope is part of the IG, or if the IG has endorsed Scope. We must understand that this is a government in the interim, and it is focused on a lot of different issues. We who created this government, we who support this government, we, the people of Ambazonia, whose government is the interim government of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, we owe the government our duties to make sure that we respect the government, and we also promote activities that will assist us as a people, as well as take away some of the burden from government. As you all know, our government doesn't have the resources at the moment to reach out to everybody, to come to your home and take care of your sick child, or to take care of your personal issues. Or some of the problems that we all face cannot even be channeled through to the government. We all know that this is still a young government and without all the necessary tools of governance. So it is by all of us working in a synergy, some kind of rapid response mechanism that Scope is bringing through this grassroots movement, where we can all feel each other's problems and we can all react similarly if we have a common problem. So that is how Scope comes in to assist the government. It is not an endorsement of the government. It is not part of the government. It is for the government to see the activities of Scope and guide whatever they think they can guide it, if they so desire, or promote certain aspects of the organization, like every other organization anywhere in the world, to help achieve the business of welfare that every citizens deserve. So Scope, the IG has not yet endorsed Scope. That doesn't mean Scope doesn't exist. Scope is there, and Scope is there to help the people who are in need. Scope is not a part of the interim government. Others thought that maybe Scope is a branch, or others misunderstood the explanation that Scope was some kind of a branch or a department of the interim government. That's not true. Scope is an organization on its own, which is promoting activities promoting actions that will enhance the well-being of the people of Ambazonia. Now, not everyone in Ambazonia is a member of SCOPE or will be a member of SCOPE. If all the 8 million people could be, so be it. It would be nice. But SCOPE is a member-based organization. So there is no way that SCOPE can replace the interim government or SCOPE will take over the interim government. This is an initiative to enhance the lives and well-being of the people. Now, some others have asked me, why not? This is such a great initiative. We love it. But at this moment, why don't we just hand over SCOPE to the interim government to manage? I would say if this were a regular government, a well-seated government in Buea, where everything was working with all the tools of government in place, yet as well as SCOPE would have still been existing, or SCOPE would still be existing, government will equally probably be carrying some of the same initiative that SCOPE is undergoing, that SCOPE is carrying as well. For instance, in every government you have government institutions which carry out actions that deal with the welfare of the people, say hospitals, water, but we still have other private initiatives which goes further to enhance a living and the lives of the people. So SCOPE is an organization on its own seeking to promote the well-being of every Ambazonian.